So you've been subpoenaed as an expert witness. What does that mean?
Well, it could mean a host of different things. Usually it is a divorce situation and spouses are arguing over the value of something. And so, one person's going to say it's worth this, one person's going to say it's worth this. This week I've been subpoenaed for a trial, and an appraiser appraised a piece of property with a house with a lot of land, and the appraiser has done a good job of giving an accurate appraisal of how much that house is worth as it lays right now, a house in X acreage. I'm representing a side that wants to investigate the potential worth of the property. And if the soils were investigated and we were to go through the process of a survey and a subdivision and maybe put a couple roads in, the property could be worth 3 or 4 times as much as what the appraiser said. So as an accredited land consultant, one of the things that I do is give what's called a Pro Forma for a piece of land, and that shows the potential of the property if it were to be developed. One of the other things that I do is sometimes I get court appointed with a process called a Petition for Partition. And that is when you have several, it could be a divorce situation, but it's usually when you have several heirs or several family members, and some wish to sell and some don't wish to sell, and we have to figure out an equitable distribution of the property. So one would think 5 heirs, 10 acres, everybody gets 2 acres, but not all acres are created equal. We could have streams, we can have road frontage, we could have poor soils, good soils, and so that has to be evaluated so everybody's getting their fair share.
So if there's 20 acres and 2 people, then
it's not always 10 and 10.
10 and 10. Okay.
Not always 10 and 10. It could be 10 and 10, but it's
Okay.
not always 10 and 10.
Okay.
And I think we've discussed before the importance of road frontage. That's interesting. We look at some of the old plats from 40, 50, and 60 years ago, and you'll see these long slivers of land in Chatham County where we're really talking about 100 to 200 feet of road frontage, and then they go 2,000 or 3,000 feet back deep. And it's not the most useful shape of a property or whatever, but that road frontage, that public road frontage, was so important that everybody just got a sliver, a sliver, a sliver, a sliver. That's not the best way to divide the property. If somebody got 2 acres of road frontage and somebody got maybe 10 acres with an easement, those 2 properties are probably worth the same. The road frontage is worth a lot, but it's only 2 acres. Access by an easement is kind of a pain, but you're going to have 10 acres. So all things can equal out.